Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Youth Spotlight. Who is as excited as I am? So, if you're here, just do the usual tag somebody, share this live video. Okay, let me see if we have comments already. Okay, good afternoon, Sergeant Best. Okay, we already have somebody. Good afternoon, everyone. If this is your first time, just type in first time so I'll recognize you and mention your name. And next time, I'll definitely give you a shout out. So let's go. Okay, I'm saying Ugochukwu. Good afternoon, Ugochukwu. How you doing? Okay. I want to see more people on board. Okay, we have special guests today. Obviously, if this is your first time watching our live show, you don't know, but I'll tell you this is where we get to have conversations with youth leaders, with leaders who are doing remarkably well in various fairs. Okay, all right, that distracted me. Thank you so much. So before I go on introducing our guests, I want to see that ginger. I want to be sure that we are ready for today's live show. Type I am ready. If you're ready, type I'm ready. And then give me that ginger so that, I will introduce our guest. Dikachi, okay, I can see you. Good afternoon. Thank you. Type I am ready. Let me know if you guys are ready. Because if there is no ginger, I'm not going to introduce our guests. We're just going to be looking at ourselves like this. So if you're really excited to be here, just tell me how you feel. Put it in the comment box, and I'm going to read it out and we start. Type I am ready. I am ready. Okay, I just got one person. I need more ginger, please. I am so ready as hot. All right, that's encouraging. That's encouraging. Ready, ready. Okay, I'm feeling the vibe already. I'm feeling the vibe and I'm ready to shoot. I'm ready to bring in our guests. One more, I am ready, and then we'll go. So if you're in the last section, let's just do something new. If you're in the last section where we had um, Alpha, Mr. Alpha and and Stanley, if you were in the last section, just let me know so that I will know those who are active here. And I will always give you guys a shout out. If I notice that you're active, I'll definitely give you a shout out. So let me know if you're present in our previous youth spotlights. Okay, I'm seeing more comments. That's great. That's nice. Okay, drum rolls. I'm about to introduce our amazing guests for today's live show. Hi, Eneh Messi. Good afternoon. Can you hear me? I think your mic is muted.
Hi, JC. Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. All right. How you doing? You look good.
Thank you. You look better.
So, how excited are you to be here?
Um, let's say, Happy to be here. I'm happy to learn from John Best. I'm happy to share my experience and um, happy to be in this platform, JPI platform. So I'm honored. Thank you.
Okay, it's nice to have you because I've been going through your profile and I'm like, who is this person? We really need to talk to you and share about your experiences so far and everything that you've done and lessons you've learned so far. So today is going to be an exciting section. So let me introduce our guest, John Best. Good afternoon. Hi, John. Okay, it seems
Hi,
like
hi,
John
hi.
is
Have a
okay.
good afternoon to you, Jessica.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon,
Okay, why are you
Mercy.
seeing this?
Coming. You'll see. You get to see my face, isn't it?
I'm really anticipating to see your face. So just let us see that
I want
face.
to see your face.
You see, everybody wants to see your face.
See my face.
All
Hey,
right, all right, that's good.
very good afternoon to you, Jessica. Good afternoon, Mercy. Good afternoon, everyone. Good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon,
Jebby
John.
Pagel University.
Good afternoon. It's nice to have you today. How you doing?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you so much for having me here. Feels really good to be here.
You know, I was actually expecting that signature heart of yours, so you didn't disappoint. That's nice. Okay, so first of all, let's go to introduction because I believe that people get to introduce themselves better, and I especially know what you do, and I've gone through your profile, and you're doing amazingly well. You're doing amazingly well, and I'm so proud of what you've done. And one thing that really gets me excited is the fact that the both of us are kind of doing the same thing, media practitioner, and it makes this show more exciting. And I really want to hear of whatever it is that you've been doing so far and how far you've come, the challenges, the lessons, and everything. So I can't wait for that. So let's go over to John Best. Can you introduce yourself? Tell us about you. Let them know the capacity that we have here. So they will start responding because I'm not seeing comments. So let's go. Let's go over to you.
All right. So, once again, a very good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Jessica. Good afternoon, Mercy. And good afternoon, all those that are online right now. Please, if you're online, please drop some emojis, drop some fire emojis, drop some,
That's the spirit.
make me
Exactly.
feel that you're here. Make me feel that you're here. Let me see that vibe, Let me see that, because I wouldn't want to be speaking to people that are not listening to me. So let's see that. Jessica, I hope you can see. When you see them, let me know. All right, John Best
Yeah,
Uche is my name. They call me the social voice, and that's exactly who I am. Yeah. All right, John Best Uche is a media practitioner, a broadcast media practitioner. He specializes in voiceovers, broadcast presentation. He's a development practitioner, actually. Of course, the communications development enthusiast. Yeah, a PR person. Okay, so let's leave it at that for now. Thank you.
I see what you're trying to do there. You don't want to expose yourself too much. I know, but don't worry, we're going to get to that. All right, over to Miss Eneh Messi. I love your surname. I don't. I, first of all, I want to ask where you're from.
I'm from Enugu.
Oh, interesting. All right. Okay, so let's know about you.
Okay, John Best, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Okay, my name is Messi and I'm a product designer. I design websites and I design application. I'm the founder of TFM, the Female Media Network, and we are on a mission to empower 1 billion women across Africa by training them in tech skills. So basically, I'm a social entrepreneur. I just love to see ladies prosper in tech. Yeah, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Okay, that's interesting as well. I personally love females who are really pushing for whatever dream they have, and it's very inspiring because I won't say it's not what we usually see in our society, but it's very encouraging when we see female, doing amazingly well in industry, very insecure. So I'm also excited to see as motivation. I think something is going on about them.
I think your
All
voice is
right,
echoing. Maybe from me.
so let's confirm that.
Yeah.
Somebody is saying, I feel expectant because of the comment. All right, if you really feel expectant, you should be dropping that comment and you should be sharing this particular live video right now. Just type, I am ready. I'm seeing, I've been seeing others. Okay, we still have, okay, okay, don't forget that. I'm not feeling the ginger. You are not giving me the ginger today. This was on like last week. What happened? Okay, I love your spirit, Princess. I love your spirit. And Ugo Chico as well. Thank you, thank you. Oh, okay, no problem. All right, let's just move forward to today's question. I particularly want to know how far you. Let me ask this question. Let me move this question to Beth. So I want to know what motivates you because we have a lot of youth leaders, or not just youth leaders, though, but we have a lot of people who really want to become. They admire certain people, but it's just so hard for them. Maybe they start today or they start next year, and before next year ends, it's just as if they did nothing. So I think there is always this motivation or something that drives anybody to want to consistently pursue anything. So what is your motivation? What keeps you steady?
So is this question for me or John Best?
Okay, yeah, the question is referred to is for
Okay, it's for
John Best.
me.
I guess
No,
that's
no,
for
it's for
me because it's so
yes, the question is for John
for
Best.
me,
Can
right?
you hear me? Yes, definitely for you.
For me, right?
Yes, yes, for you.
All right,
Can you
all right.
can
I
you hear
can
me?
hear you now. All right, thank you so much, Jessica. Thank you so much. Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you so much, Jessica. Confirm to me that you can hear me.
Yes, I can. I can hear you clearly.
All right. You asked what motivated me to, doing what I'm doing right now. Okay. First, I would say I usually tell people that I've been in the media space for over a decade, and
Okay.
somebody wants to ask, "Come on, oh, how old are you? Like you've been in it for over a decade. So how old are you?"
Exactly.
Okay. Let's not leave, let's forget about how old, and then not even forget about all of that. But that's a way of saying that I've been in this space for quite a number of years, though not professionally. All right, though as an amateur. All right. So how do I mean? I've been in it since my primary school, junior secondary, and then senior secondary, and even went to then after which my high institution, study media and all of that. Okay. From the junior secondary, I started, leading my press club. All right. Started leading my press club. That is when we in schools there we have jet club, we have press clubs and all of that. Okay, so I was the pioneer coordinator of my press club in school there. Now you'll be asking, junior secondary actually, you'll be asking where were the senior secondary school students then when I was pioneering or I was coordinating the press club? Somebody would want to ask. Well, I can't give an answer to that. If I must give an answer to that, it would be that okay, they were all around. They were in school too, well, just like I was in school, but I was coordinating the press club. Right? Okay. That said, what I was doing then is first I noticed that I okay, let me say this. I tell people that the best thing that has happened to me, or one of the best things that have happened to me, is that I was able to discover myself early enough to some extent. When I say early, it's not like like the early of today. Some well at this time, you notice that even 5 years, I mean 2 years, 3 years, you could not already tell from a 3-year-old child what he or she would become, and the parents are already supporting him or her. The guardians are already supporting him or her, and all of that. But mine is not as early as that actually. But when I say early, it's like because of course I was not having that parental guide as far okay, this is what you've been exhibiting in your early age, early stage. So you may want to go into this. Let's guide you. Let's put you through and all of that. No, mine was not like that. Okay, but when I say I discovered myself early enough, I mean I have I noticed that the media communication performance was more like what I was so interested in. Okay, I started with drama club, right? I was always a part of my drama club in junior, I mean primary, then junior, right? And then we got to when I got to junior secondary, I had more interest in leading my press club. And then what was I doing? Or beyond the conventional things that the people were doing. I mean, other students in other schools were doing. I would wake up as early as 1 a.m. Every morning, weekday, to prepare news stories. If I tell you my news source, then you would then be like, does that still exist? My news source then was news www.sunnewsonline.com. Why do I wake up as early as 1 a.m.? I don't like waking, or I don't like preparing a news story today and then presenting tomorrow. What do I mean? I could do that, right? But I would say, come on, that would be stale actually. It would be stale. So I wouldn't want to do that. So I'll just wake up that morning. If today is Monday, I wake up as early as 1 a.m. on Monday, prepare my news story, prepare my, everything. And from that 1 a.m. till 5, I'm already preparing for school, 6:30 off to school, right? And then get to school, prepare, I have students that I was grooming more like, apart from me presenting that story or making presentation of all of those things, I would give it to some students, either younger or even senior students, or either junior or senior student to make the presentation. Number one, I was developing myself. And then secondly, I was developing others. I was grooming others, even while I was developing, right? So I was doing that. There was a program I launched in school then. I called it Students Parliament. Student Parliament. What is that? It was aimed at collecting opinions and views of students about the school, whatever it is that was bothering them, whatever it is that was a thing of concern to them, as to that would lead to the development of the school and themselves as pupils, as students. I'll ask them, and during the week, Monday till Thursday, and then on Friday I'll collate everything, we'll make a presentation. There's this thing called the social gatherings on Fridays, right? And then I'll gather all the report and everything, the opinions of the students, put it together, and then bring these teachers, school manager, school management together, and then get some of the students, and then I'll represent the students while the school management will be on the table with us, and we'll discuss such issues. That was more like a talk show and all of that. It's continued like that. After my junior, second SS went on, and then I became my social prefect, right? In the SS secondary, became my social prefect, and I was doing all that stuff. Long story short, I finished that and then went for a program, NT Television College, right? NT Television College, Jos. Jessica, I don't know if you know about that. And then Mercy, I don't know if you know about that too. It's in Jos, NT Television College. Just so when I got to enter television college, I noticed that everything I was doing in my junior secondary school, senior secondary school, was more like the advanced level of it. So it was easier for me to flow. It was easier for me to do certain things. In fact, my schoolmates were like, "Jumpers, do you do this thing before? Have you been doing this thing before?" I mean, you could see that interest, you could see that passion, you could see that commitment in everything I do. Assignments, it's not a conventional university, it's not a conventional school. All right, they teach practicals and all of that, 60%, and then theory 40 and even 30. Right, so we do all of those things. Fast forward to 2017, when I got done with my program, I came back to NTA. Right, I'm a product of NTA, so I came back to NTA for Harcourt here, where I did my IT with them before. So after my program, I had to come back to them. since 2017. I've been with them. The whole idea of being with them is to, put everything I've learned in school into practice. I'm not just, I told you earlier that I had the passion, and then I discovered myself early enough, and that passion was there. So it's not something, I didn't go to study media, or I didn't go to do mass communication to come out and then venture into something else. It was something that I was so passionate about that I studied it, and then I'm practicing. I want to practice it. Hence, I got myself attached to NT, and I've been with them since 2017. And the journey has been amazing. I started as a camera person. All right, started as a camera person. Today, I'm not doing camera work. I've changed my. I'm now the you know I'm now the on camera kind of person, all right, on screen, all right. So no longer behind. But I knew very well that if I had wanted to start big, I wouldn't have had that opportunity of starting, on screen, all right? And that would have deprived me of, even getting into this space. So I started from where I knew, okay, let them absorb me first. And then while I'm there, I'll prove my capacity. I'll prove I'll show them what I've got in me. And then by then they will get to see that, oh yeah, he's got it. And since then, I've hosted live programs, 2 hours, and all of that live programs, recorded programs, done a lot of stuff. Currently, I host a youth focused program called Youth Forum on 18th Records. And then I've worked with a number of other media houses as an independent person, okay? As an independent person. And of course, online, I do my stuff, okay? Now, coming back to your question, what motivated me? Basically, I see what I do as a way of trying to lend a voice, give a voice to other young people, other influential young people. Okay, so basically, what I'm doing right now as a leader, first off, I'm a young leader. First off, I'm a young leader. All right. So I try to use my media space to promote and give voice to other young people who are doing other amazing stuff in their various spaces as entrepreneurs, as business owners, as whoever. So long they are doing stuff and they are making impact, they deserve to, they deserve to be heard. They deserve to be heard. So I keep giving them that space. Hence, I got into PR. Okay, I got into PR. I got into brand, influencing. I got into um, development communication, where I get to share certain things about issues of public interest, and how they can basically I communicate. I practice communicate. I practice development through communication. All right. I practice development through communication, and everything I'm doing now in that regard is motivated or inspired. Yeah, so to say, motivated by the need and request for me to impact my immediate community, for me to impact my world. All right. So I've run a particular non-governmental organization, and everything I do is basically, tilted around contributing my quota to the development of my community, and of course to the development of the nation and the continent of Africa. That I am doing through media. I'm doing that through public speaking. I'm doing that through corporate events hosting, because whenever I hold the mic, there is always a way of sending a message. There is a way of what I just find that as a platform, telling somebody, giving or inspiring somebody, to take action in certain direction. Of course, always positive direction and all of that. So I think this is where I'll call it here. So before I take the whole of the day
That was
to
that
start
was
talking.
huge. Like we could literally end this show on just this one. What do you think? Okay, all right. Thank you so much for that. That was really huge. But before I move forward to the next question, I want us to tag at least 10 people who need to see this live video. Tag somebody, mention somebody. The last time there was a time where somebody mentioned another person on a live session, and it was a great experience afterwards, because the person had to like, oh wow, I got value from this live section that you tagged me in. So you don't really know who needs to be here. So you should do that favor. All right. All right. Over to NMSC. Um, what inspires you? What inspires you to do what you do today? I've read of what you do. And like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, I am very inspired by all you've done and what you continue to do. And there was a time where I was seeing through your Facebook profile and I saw a list of goals that you intend to accomplish before you turn 30. And I was like, oh my God, I thought my goal was huge. And now I'm seeing and the message on, I'm like, all right, I think I need to do I need to do some adjustments. But then let's know what inspires you as a woman and as based on what you do currently.
Okay, thank you so much for that question. And John Best, thank you for inspiring things you said. And like John Best, I think mine is different. I I didn't really start in secondary school and oh really I was really nothing. I was nothing in secondary school. I was invisible. I'm the last born, so I won't say that it's from my home. In my family, say I'm invisible. I'm that lady that when they're having family meeting, they don't even call me if I'm sleeping or let me be. Like I don't even know what's happening. I'll just be there. So it all started when I stepped into the university or the few years after my secondary school. It all started out. I'm going to be very, very short. I don't like taking so much time to share stories like this. But I don't know what inspires me at as then. I just don't want to be useless. That was my own then. I needed to take care of myself at school and all of that. I worked in an orphanage for 4 years, Fakado orphanage, for 4 years after I left secondary school because I was just trying to gather up money for the university. So during that period, I learned empathy. I noticed that empathy is a gift. I was able to connect with these children in the orphanage. I was just like I'm their sister and all. Whenever I'm going to school, I'm crying. I don't want to go to school. I want to stay and work with them. So that was the period I learned that you catering for people can be a purpose. I didn't really know what that was all about. So when I went to school, I was working. I was working not because of passion really then, because I wanted to go to school. I wanted to stay in the front seat. I wanted to spend my whole life in the library. But it didn't work that way because someone have to pay the bills. So I had to be working and be going to school. So at first I didn't work because of passion. I was working because I needed money. So while I was working in the studio, this media studio. I was working as a photographer. I was like one of the known female photographer, if not the first known female photographer in photo. So when I was doing all that, I grew a brand for myself of not being petty. Like when you remember my name in photo, you remember me out of pity. Ah, this girl suffered. Oh, this girl. No, no, no. You remember me as a sign of an inspiration. So I chose the other part of my story should be an inspiration, not a yeah story. So that's what I was just trying to fight throughout my day in school. So I noticed that it helped me, and I was like, okay, why don't we do it for more ladies to be able to have a voice? And regardless of wherever you are, wherever you're from, you can have a voice. You can leave from the A. Yeah, they say ladies always love self pity. No, we don't. We don't. It's a choice. So I instead of being self pity, we prefer to be an inspiration. So that's all been the purpose so far. So from starting with little ladies like 20 ladies, 30 ladies, and something about growth. When you put a beans, like when you plant a seed, you don't know what you're doing. You're just watching it little by little. Before you know you're growing a tree, before you know you're growing a forest. So I didn't see the forest then. I know I was just watching a tree, and before I know the tree is growing and more other trees are growing. I said, oh God, I need to learn how to take care of the forest. And so each level I step into, I notice that I need to learn more to get to that level. So that's have been my journey. Each level I get into, I'm like, God, now you've given me 10,000 people. Okay, I need to build myself to be able to keep training 10,000 people. When they multiply, like, okay, God, now the vision is 1 billion. I need to build myself to be able to take care of 1 billion. So the whole process have been growth, and that's always been a step. It's not easy, really. It's not easy. If I saw where I am now and what we are doing in TFM, then I could have not accepted to do any of this because really it's stressful. But aside from the other side, it gives me a purpose to stand up in the morning. When I wake up in the morning, it gives me a purpose. It builds me. NMSC then is not NMSC now. So it's built my mind. I'm a lady of a sound mind. I keep saying that, and that has been my inspiration. Thank you.
That's very inspiring. Very, very inspiring. And the one that got me the most is when you said, or the part where you talked about when you were working in an orphanage home. And I do not know how that feels like, but I'm very certain that that would have impacted you very, very well. And all right, kudos to that. But before we go on, let's go back to comment section. Please, if you're enjoying this section, I know we've not really delved into the questions that I want to ask and everything that they have to offer to us today. But if you're already enjoying this, type I am enjoying it. I want to see comments, please. Let me see comments. Let me know that you guys are ready. You guys are ready to accept or receive every value that will be dished out to you. I want to see that comment on fire. I want to see that comment on fire. I'm very certain that I'm not the only one receiving all of this today. All right. Okay, let's continue with you. Okay, Okafo said I'm enjoying. Thank you, Okafo. Let's get more comments. Let me see. Let me know that I am not the only one feeling all of this because this is just a bio of these two persons, and the bio itself has already inspired us. So even if I don't ask you guys any question, I think we can just call it a wrap on today's show. But then let's move forward with my other question. This is for Eneh Messi. So in the aspects of what you do currently, because you said something about not you didn't really see it, but you were just watching it. We're trying to like you're building, right? What about would you say that in your own situation you didn't really have a vision, but you just wanted to start? Because there are some people that they are all about receiving that vision, like they are waiting for everything to be ready. They want the motivation to come. They want the resources to be there. They want this and that, and that stops them from taking action or doing what is necessary part time. So in your case, how were you able? Because you said that you were watering. Did you understand the aspect of putting in action in order for you to become eventually, or you were just doing it because maybe you love to do it or you needed to do it? So let me know. I don't know if you understand my question. Let me know if you get it.
Okay, I get the question, but I'm trying to just rephrase it. Do you mean that if I understood what vision was, or I was just taking a step at a time? I don't know if that's the
Yes,
question you
exactly.
asked.
If you understood what vision was, or you were just taking a step at a time, definitely. That's the question.
Okay, so when I was in year one, really, I didn't even know what vision was. I've not even started attending seminars. I've not started reading books. I don't know what vision is. I don't know what mission is. I had to read a book to understand that mission, vision, they're all different things. I don't know what it was, but that was something that I knew. Only one thing. I I am just person that if you drop me in the desert, I'll find way to start selling water. If you drop me in anywhere, I'll find something there to do. I will surely survive. I must survive. So when I was in Futo, I was like, about living home. This was the toughest
I think
decision
that
I've made
happens.
in my life.
That has to be. That has to do with every typical Igbo person. Every typical Igbo person, and you're living in
Yeah,
Enugu. You're in
exactly.
Enugu there, so that's like, come on, that's it. I got that. Just wanted to
Yeah,
come in.
yeah, we always survive. We always survive. So when I was about leaving for school, I remember mommy Fakadu then, mommy goes there and she was like, Miss, what how far are you going to do in school? I said, Mommy, help me, just give me transport. Give me just let me just reach that school. I didn't know when I was even going to leave in when I was leaving home for school for the first day. I didn't know where I would stay that night. I was like, let me just leave this house and go. That's something I'll find a way. But something I did that night that maybe nobody noticed was I went to my room, I prayed. I told God, I'm going to a new environment, but that new environment have the same God. So as I'm going there, the same God is going to walk through me through, and you are still going to be my God. So it's a new environment, but I'm serving the same God. So that was the thing I said. So when I took bus and I left, something happened in the road. I had to sleep in the park. People were complaining, I want to go home. I was like, thank God I slept in this park. But when I went to Futo this night, I don't know where I'll sleep. So that's why I slept in the park and I met somebody there, 1212. The next day I saw where I'm going to stay. I stayed for 1 week before. It's a long story. But what happened is I always have one person constant in my life in all level, and that is God. So even when TFM started, I was like, I don't know what mission is. I said, okay, God, you want me to do this thing? I dreamt about it actually. I saw a dream. I saw myself standing in front of a big crowd, but I don't want to go that spiritual right now. But like, God, if I'm going this with you, you're going with me. If you're not going to go with me, don't let me start it. So I didn't know what vision was, but I know what it means to walk according to God's plan. and I saw this as working according to God's plan. But God will give you a puzzle. You be the one to start joining it together. I won't make it so clear. So throughout the process of growth, I have to focus and put myself in the process of development. But you see that I had to now understand that okay, this was a vision. Okay, I have to develop a mission. The vision changed. At first, I said 20 people. Later, 100. Now we're talking 1 billion. So vision gets after 1 billion. I don't know what else to do. I said, "Go, let us get there." So vision shouldn't stop you. Start doing something. I said something. If you don't have a vision, then support a vision. In the process of service, you find yourself. So if me, in my own case,
That
I supported a vision for 4 years. So if you don't have a vision, you don't know what vision is. If you see someone that is chasing a vision, work, help him, push him. Before you know, you discover your own vision, and someone else will help you. That's life.
I love that. I want to see the comments on fire right now because I was about typing something and I remember that I was about typing something and then I remember that I am the host. So let me calm down. So type in I am enjoying it.
Please type it. Let's see. Well
Let
done.
me
Well done,
listen.
Mercy. Well done, Mercy. That's
Thank you.
beautiful.
Fix
Thank you,
it
John.
together. Awesome. 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 I need more comments. I need more comments and I need more tags. If you're getting value from this, please don't be stingy. Tag somebody, share this to 10 people. Invite them to come in. Let them also, enjoy whatever it is that we're sharing here. And and a message you said something that took me back to one should I call it uh, a quote or something? But somebody said that if God doesn't plan for you, God has a plan for you, but He doesn't plan for you. So it takes me back to that quote, and it makes me realize that okay, yes, you need God in everything, but then you don't necessarily need the whole big picture in order for you to start, and that's really something to take home. So if you're listening to this, you definitely should put that in your book or in your jotter. So over to you, Mr. John Best Uche. I before I even go back to my question, I'm saying John Best. Is that your real name, or you just added the best as far you are the best in everything because your bio alone is smashing. So are you? Is that your real name, or is it just one of the things that you people do?
Jessica, this question you're asking me now, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you. I'm
What do you
seeing
want to ask
J
me?
C K. So is that your real name too? I know there
Okay,
is a Jessica. We know. Okay, that's
let's
that's very
over to you first, and then maybe I'll answer you later.
cool. All right. John Best is my name. Or they are my names. All right. John is my name. Best is my name. Then Uche is my surname. Uche. I didn't say Uche. Eneh, it is not Uche. It is Uche. Jessica,
Uche.
it is not Uche. It is Uche. All right.
Okay, where are you from?
Don't ask me why it is so.
Uche, Uche,
Where are
Abi.
you from?
Okay. So John Best Uche is the name, right? Uche is Igbo. Why
Okay.
Uche is Igbo. When then Uche is my own tribe. All right,
Oh, interesting.
Uche is my own tribe. So I'm not Igbo. That's it. So asking about Best, John Best. Yeah, that's my name. John is my first name. Best is my middle name, actually. Yeah.
Okay, okay. All right, that's cool. Let me
Then
just ask
Uche
you
is
a
my
question.
surname.
All right. What advice would you give to someone who is struggling to find or maintain their path in life? I had to read this one because it came in just now. What advice would you give to somebody who is still trying to navigate their way in this purpose-driven life or something like
First,
that?
first, what is it that you can do, and you can do it effortlessly most of the times? What is
Yeah.
that thing you can do and do it effortlessly? What is that thing you can do that if I wake you up like you're sleeping, and then I have to tap you? Hey, get up, Junior, get up. You know, Jesse, get up. Hey, Cynthia, get up. And you can do it even while you were sleeping before I got you up. You can do it effortlessly. You can do it without thinking so much, or without not really like not thinking, but you can do. You just can do it without
Without any
grumbling, without murmuring, without What is that thing? Once you discover that, just know that, okay, that's first thing. That's the first thing. Secondly, you're doing it. That thing you can actually do, that even when you are not, you're not, you're not paid or forced to do it. You're not motivated. Nobody's motivating you to do that thing, but you are your own motivation. If once you find that thing, all right, that could be, you know, your own discovery of who you really are, of what you are made of, really. Because, but let me say, but in this, in our time, all right, most of the times, this time and age, we usually would we want to go for things that others are going for because they are making monies from it. And doing that may be very dangerous for you, not because you not get the money from it, but are you going to succeed really? Like, can you even pay the sacrifice? Can you even sacrifice what it would take you to get to that the peak of that thing you want to venture into? If it is only money that you want to make, then
Can you hear me? I don't know if the network issues from my end. Can you hear me, John Best?
I can hear you. I can hear you. I think it's from
I think
him.
there was a network. Okay, it's from him. Oh, okay. I think that was a network problem. All right, let's just continue. Okay. I think I would like to ask you the same question. What's like if you're in that okay, let's not say you're in that situation because we already know your story. But what advice would you give to somebody who's still trying to navigate their path in life or when it has to do with purpose?
Okay, I think I started speaking about that the last question you asked me. The first place to find your purpose is through service. I've not seen any man that found his purpose without serving. The first purpose given to Adam was to is a service. It was for him to take care of, to name the animals. It was for him to take care of the creation, the garden. But the first purpose given to man from the beginning, Genesis, was to serve. Was to serve and the funny thing about the service was to serve something that you don't see the profit immediately. Once you start taking care of plants, plants won't give you profit immediately. If you start taking care of beans, you take care of that beans, then later the beans will now start yielding fruit. So purpose help you to serve, and you might not see that result immediately, but surely it will yield fruit. And most people start seeing the fruit and start seeking to serve. And when they don't see the fruit, they're like, this thing is not working. No. So if you don't know your purpose, serve. Is there any problem in this life? Like when you're passing through the world, each day you wake up and you walk through your streets, what burden are you carrying? What affects you? What disturbs you? Is there must be something so unique that disturbs you? Let me say, Sir Jamie, he passed and he's always concerned about the youth. He has felt pain. He knows what pain is. And now he's trying to avoid people from passing through that pain because you can learn your way through success. So me on my own end, I've seen women suffer. I have people very close to me that have suffered. I have suffered. I've felt my own pain. And it's so different from a human aspect because our hormone self is spoiling everything. So this is a burden I'm carrying. And how can I solve it? It's by helping them the way I helped myself. So purpose differs. People they are concerned about water. People drink dirty water and die. People are concerned. Like just look at if you don't know anything, look at the United Nations goals, the sustainable development goals. All of them highlight different aspects of human beings, different problems we are solving, problems we are facing as an individual. So people are on education, people are just widows. There has to be something, but you have to serve. So if you don't know yours, don't jump and start doing something because nobody will clap for you. Nobody, it's you have to motivate yourself. Join somebody in doing his or her own purpose. When you serve, you start seeing your strengths, your weakness, and when you want to start your own purpose, it will be easier for you. So I think this will help. But just know that purpose won't yield fruit immediately. You have to nurse it. And when you've nursed the purpose so well, it's going to yield fruit, but it will definitely yield fruit. You just keep casting your bread. You don't know which of them will come back to you later. Thank you.
Awesome. Can I give you a clap? That
Yeah.
was awesome.
Thank
That
you.
was really sweet. Okay, let me recap because I don't know who is just joining. First of all, Mr. John Best talked about um, doing something that's or venturing into something that you can easily do without much
Yeah.
stress, without much effort, and all of it. And that point is also great because most of the time people do not they don't look inward. They always look outward. Like what are those things that everybody's doing that I need to keep in and I need to start doing? They don't look like what exactly am I good at that I could utilize and make a change in the society. So I love that point as well when he said that always like venture into something that you're good at least that's a start that will help you. And I also love what you said, Mercy. I think I don't think I know that it is true because you, especially the last part where you said something that when you serve, you start seeing your strengths and you start seeing your everything that you need that you don't want to see yourself failing when you venture into yours. You see it while serving, and that's awesome because a lot of people have this mentality, this founders mentality. I know it's good to always have your own thing, be ahead of one or two things. It doesn't change anything, but most people just want to go into something without learning, without observing, without serving. And I had that in mind as well. And I love the fact that you pointed that out because serving is so important to your growth. And I personally, I discovered my purpose while serving. It was through my doing this or that, helping people do this, that I discovered that, oh wow, I could literally do this. I could do this effortlessly. These are my mistakes, these are my flaws. And if I replicate this while I am in my own or when I become the head over whatever it is I want to build, I would definitely do it because this definitely would not help me build. So it is so true that when you serve, you see your strength and you eradicate it as soon as possible. So let's move over to the next question. I just hope that John Best will join us
Yeah.
again. But then before then, let's move over to the comment section. I'm seeing something here, and I think I've read that before. God gives you a puzzle for you to fix. All right. I'm seeing another one. This one said service equips you with all the tools you need to work out your purpose. Exactly.
Exactly.
So imagine that all of you get to tag or share this live session to at least 10 persons. Imagine the value that you'll be dishing out or the value you'll be sharing. So please do somebody a favor, share, mention. I'm going to wait because I cannot be the only one enjoying all of this. You cannot be the only one enjoying all these things that and Messi and John Best has been dishing out. So share, please share, and let me see it in the comment section that you're enjoying it. You're enjoying this section. Type I am learning. At least let me know that you're learning, or just type one thing that you picked. At least even if you stop here, I'm very certain that you've learned a lot. But type I am learning. Let me know that you are definitely following. I am learning. I want to see I am learning in that comment section. Then we'll move forward. I'm learning. Yes, just keep typing it. I am learning, and then we'll continue from where we stopped. And don't also forget to share this live section. At least if you share it on your Facebook, you have a lot of friends that would click on it and also learn from what we are doing here. So share, tag 10 people. Let me see that. I'm just seeing Okafo. Thank you, Okafo. I love the fact that you are responding and being active. Thank you. I love that. And also Chuku Dokas Guma. Thank you. I hope you guys are sharing as much as you're typing. But anyway, let's move forward with the other question. So I want to ask this particular question. I know that this is a youth program. This is more about inspiring youth. As much as we want to amplify the voices of youth leaders. We also want other people to learn. So, this why do you think empowerment is such a crucial topic in our society today? Can you tell me, give us your thoughts on
It's any country that don't have youth, any country that don't have youth, that country is about to die. Any country that don't have the youth, because I won't say we are the future, but we are the one that will enforce the next sustainability development. We are the one to take over. We are at our peak. If you see the peak of a human as they're growing, oh, John Best is here. As we are growing, we get to a point where this is youth. You are at your peak, and after your youthful age, you start coming down. That's nature. You can't cheat nature. So we are at our peak. So any why I'm so happy about what JPI is doing, especially focusing on the youth, is we are the future. We are at our best strengths now. Even in the Bible, they always talk about the youth, the youth. Like the youth. If you can train the youth, if you can mold them. I know it's good to train them right from when they are young, but you see this youth age, we have those force, we have those power. If anybody's gonna do any mistake, please do it when you're a kid. But once you are a youth, it's very important that you start focusing your energy on where you want to be. That doesn't mean after your youth age that you won't achieve much, but the energy is reducing. Even your bones, your health, everything is kind of dying. It's normal. It's not something to say God forbid about. No, this is our strength. This is where every country should focus on their youth. So I think focusing on the youth is what will help any nation. So if we want Nigeria as a nation to grow, we have to focus on the youth. The youth have the strengths, the youth have the dreams, the inspirations, the collaboration. They make everything fun, like ginger, everything. And if you notice, people that are on their youth, they don't fall ill that much. But once they start getting old, start falling if your body is weak. So I think it's just so true. Just focus on the youth, and if you can, also while they are still growing up, like they are teens when they're about to grow. But I always ask people, allow them to make their mistakes. I also learn by mistakes. I allow them to make their mistake. But once you are now a youth from I think 20 something and above, maybe to 40, I think so. I think this is time you should start modeling all you must have played with when you're younger. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly true. Thank you so much. Okay, let me recognize somebody's comment before we move forward. Okay, this one said I joined late. Okay, you're welcome anyway. I picked something just now before I asked the same question to um John Best. You talked about okay empowerment. All right. First of all, I want to mention something. I have issues with people who do not really take the youth seriously, especially a society or a state. Because if you look, for example, our country where we are at the moment, although the government or the federal government they take us seriously, but it's not as much. It's not compared to other countries. So I think that currently the youth are the one doing the whole work when it comes to empowerment. They are the one facilitating. They are the one putting everybody together, to get everything done, and it's very inspiring. So for me, I'll tell every youth out there, you shouldn't wait for the society. You shouldn't wait for the government. You shouldn't wait for anything before you start putting yourself out, because that's very important. So let me direct the same question to John Best. John Best, is there anything you want to say? Because I noticed that your network was failing, but we understand this is Nigeria, though. Okay, it seems like you're muted. You're muted. No, I can't hear you. No, I can't hear you. I think there's an issue. Let me see. Okay, it's saying that your mic isn't connected. It's saying your mic isn't connected. No, I think we could just. No, I can't hear you. There's a problem, right? All right, no problem.
No, can't hear
You can
you.
you can take your time. You can take your time. All right, let's move forward. I just wish that everything would come back to normal soon. All right, over to you. Over to you, and Messi. When do you see yourself? When do you picture? I know you said that before you turned 30, you gave a list of things that you're free to do. But for those people that have not seen it, because when I saw it, I was like, okay, now I said it before, I was like, I really need to go back and do a lot of cross checking, editing, and adding. So, can you tell us right here on this show, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? What do you intend to do, or where do you see what you're building? Where do you see it going in the next 5 years?
In next 5 years, that will be
Yes.
2020. We're in 2023 now. That's 2020. Is it eight? That's
Yes.
2028. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, I as much as we set goals and visions, and because of it has to keep us going, God still has His way of maneuvering things into His own will. So they should always remember that factor is constant, and that's my key. So aside from the God effect, I think in 5 years' time, I see myself working in a global firm because I'm a product designer. I'm so passionate about that. I'm so passionate about. I would love to see thousands, millions of people interacting with a product I'm designing, the product I'm working on. Just imagine, let me say, for example, a global brand like Facebook, Meta, like very, very big brand that everybody is interacting with. That's for my own career growth. And also for TFM, I I envision a TFM being global at in 5 years time because we're five now. So in 5 years time we'll be 10 years old. So in 10 years old, I believe we should have gotten at least 2-3 million people to have added to what we are doing. So I believe that TFM will be a voice recognized in Africa as a platform where ladies that have no voice, ladies that have no purpose, ladies that don't understand how to develop themselves, come and see a home. They come there and then network with other ladies that have been in the ladder of success. So I envision TFM being an organization that is recognized in Africa as one of the best empowerment platform for ladies in tech. Then also I should be married with children and giving glory to God. That's just they are not go down with books and
Yeah.
finance and all of that. They're just saying
Yeah,
something.
I love that part. I love that part where you said you should be married, and I think that's also important because people always want to. Okay, I don't want to go to that place. I know I'll be married, but I don't want to talk about it. And they also want children, as though
Yeah.
it's not important. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's inspiring as well. But I wanted to ask this question, but it skipped my mind. Let me ask that before we round up on today's show. So you've done a lot of things, and you continue to do much. So if you are, well, let me not use you as an example, but what advice would you give to other people who are finding it hard to do things because they do not have enough resources, and probably they do not have mentors? Because if you have mentors, they will guide you on what to do, even as much as you do not have the necessary, the required things that you need to start. So, what advice would you give somebody who has this big dream or who wants to do big things as a youth, as a young person, but the resources are not there, everything, or maybe there is no mentor and all of this? What's your advice, or what approach would you take if you're in that situation?
Okay. What advice I would give to someone that have a very big dream and the resources is not there and the mentors are not really there? And okay, this will really help. the first thing you should know is you won't have mentors when you're doing nothing. All the mentors I've had, I didn't have all the mentors I've had, like real mentors, is when I've started doing something and I go there to meet to question, I go there to ask, is how can I do this thing? Let me take for example. I know this like off the rail, but let me just say it. I love to swim. I started learning how to swim. And actually I saw the route of learning how to swim. I want to be a very good swimmer. Let me say that's the dream. I want to be a very big swimmer. But
Really?
I don't have anybody to teach me, right? And I had to make a step. I took a step. I went to the pool, first of all, to know how much will it take to start learning how to swim, how much will it take for someone to teach me. They told me the whole amount. I know that, okay, I cannot pay for someone to teach me, but I can pay to use the pool. And once I can use the pool, I have YouTube and other things. So I went forward, I paid. Then every day, consistently, I was going to the pool. I'll watch YouTube, I'll go to the pool. I'll see people doing it around, like in the water. I'll see people doing things. I'll look at what they are doing, I'll observe. After observing them, I will ask question. Okay, why do you raise your hand this way? After asking my question, people were saying like the zeal. Somebody had to come and meet me and said, I see the way you come every day. Let me help you. I didn't pay. The person helped me. And today, this is my third month, and I'm doing much better. I'm gone to 16 feet and all. So let me bring it back to the vision. When you have this big vision, you shouldn't wait for a mentor to come and hold your hands. No, you shouldn't wait to, first of all, either okay, I want to learn, I want to jump inside the 16 feet. Trust me, I will drown. I started from the feet that I can, at least I can see my head, I can touch the ground. But now I'm standing where I'm not touching the ground. 16 feet, like two times of my height. So advice I can give you is start small. That is a great joy in starting small. Don't start loud. Don't go and like you want to loud it, you want the whole world to know you are doing something. And you're about to do a mistake. You're one in doing anything, you're about to do a very big mistake. You're doing everything wrongly. Start small, learn it, enjoy your mistake, embrace it, enjoy everything. When after starting so small, the next thing you should do is observe. There's nothing you want to do on earth that somebody is not yet doing in one way or the other. You learn to observe, okay, why is this person succeeding? What is her secret? What is this? Don't envy, don't jealous, don't don't say no. I have this is doing my own, no, let's be competing. No, nobody cares for you that way. You collaborate, ma. I have this vision. Can I have this? How did you do it? Can I do it this way? Please help me. Ask questions. Be so humble enough to seek for knowledge. After you must have gotten it, start doing the little you can consistently. When TFM started, you did three edition for a year. First time we did it, like we can do better. The next second, after 2 months ago, we do it again. 2 months after, we do it again. So do it consistently. Start little. Once you start showing so much effort, nature already will start rewarding you. Then after some period of years, you've gotten results. You've done something that okay, you want to meet somebody that is so high. And when you're looking for a mentor, you're just 13 and you're looking for the best person. Okay, let me say I'm just 13 in tech and I want, let me just say, for example, Steve Jobs to come and teach me, someone and mentor me. Who am I? So start from where you are and look for mentors around your level. Don't start wishing for so much when you can start with the little you have. So when you start from where you are, start showing so much results. Once you start showing results, you start attracting people that are interested in the little you are doing. Then you start asking questions, you start seeking out for mentorship. Mentors will come once you're on your way to success, because mentors are also, they have their own vision to help younger people. So once you're on the track, you are moving forward, mentors will come. But the problem is, learn to accept your mistake, learn to work with people, be humble enough to serve, leave the whole founder, CEO, and all of that. All those titles, they don't really pay. Like it's that's not why people are doing it, right?
Yeah.
Just leave your ego behind, start small, learn from your mistake. I know you cannot do it alone. You need to work with people. So learn to appreciate people, learn to work with people, and learn to understand the different. They have different. Okay, you don't have money. Money is not the only means to pay for something. There is a payment of relationship. So learn how to utilize other sources of finance that is not money. Money is not the only way to pay. You can pay for something with relationship. Who do you know that knows somebody? They have different way to pay for something with that money. So use other ways. Use partnership. I'll do this for you. Do this for me. Just think. You mustn't use money, right? Just start from somewhere. Learn and be growing.
Mm.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm getting a few comments here. And wow. Let me just say one of the things that I've learned. And based on all you said, you mentioned something related to value, attract value. Like I just summed it up. Because most people, if they want to do something related to basketball, they go looking for somebody that they can't obviously get access to. And maybe they get to chat the person up and like, okay, I want you to mentor me, I want you to put me through in this. And the person declines and they feel so bad. But there is somebody who has, who has gotten to a level somewhere. Instead of you to go and meet that person, so you guys can work together and the person teaches you. But you just feel like you want that person up there. I think that's a major problem with our youth today. They are more concerned about they glorify this title or they glorify this I don't know, like those people that are up there. So I really love what you just said so far, and it shows that you know what you're doing. You definitely know what you're doing, and you are backed up by knowledge because it is only knowledge that can keep anybody on that pinnacle. If you don't have anything up there, or if you just find yourself there, you definitely will go back because there is no knowledge sustaining your growth. So thank you so much, Messi. I'm trying to get John Best on board again, but I don't know what's happening. Okay, let me try one more time and then we'll call it a wrap. Hi, John. Can you hear me? I know you're having a lot of issues at your end, but I wish I could help. If you can hear me, just let me know. So if you've learned so far, type I am learning. I am, don't worry, we'll still round up. But if you don't want us to round up, put it in the comment section so we take note of that. Type I am learning. I am learning. You cannot be receiving all this value without appreciating. I am learning. Tell us what you've been learning so far. Tell us what's the key thing that stood out for you so far. I'm learning. I want to see the comment on fire. I want to see the comment on fire. I'm only seeing three fires here. I need more fire. I need more. I need more. I need more. Okay. So yes, yes, I'm getting comments. Bring it on. Bring it on. Thank you. Bring it on. Oka for Savior. I wanted to call you Savio. Oka for Savior. Yes. This one said, I just caught that. Purpose helps you to serve. Exactly. I love the fact that you caught that. And that has been said before now. I'm learning. Yes. I want to see more. I am learning. And I want to see more shares. If you've shared, please just put it in the comment section because we are gathering active members, okay? We're gathering active members, and you never can tell if you'll be the one that will get the prize eventually. So we are taking notes of all of you. You're learning, type I'm learning, type people, share this live session. So I don't know what is currently going on. I want us to round up, but it seems like John Best is still on board, but there is a problem that I cannot rectify on my end. But then I still have a lot of questions to ask you, honestly. But okay, I think I should just ask you this one. I'm looking at the time and it's 1:14. We've spent 1 hour here. But then let's just round up before John Best comes in. I don't know if it's still going to come in, but let's round up. So what's your final word for the youth out there? Obviously, this is a youth program. What's your final word out there for the youth? What's your advice? What should they learn from you? Personally, what should they learn from you? I think we'll end with that.
The final word is him just direct it to one person, just one person. Human beings have different timeline. When it's your time, I teach with analogies. So I hope this message will resonate with someone. Again, I'm talking about the pool. Don't mind me. I just speak message from any little thing I do.
Okay, I think we're not having another network issue with. Okay, that's fine, Joe. That's fine.
The last yesterday, guys.
Yes, I can hear you, but oh, you don't.
Okay, can you hear me now, right?
Yeah, I can see and hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Yesterday was the last time I. Yesterday was the last day I went to the pool for the week, and that was the first time I went to the 16 feet. So when I jumped there, I was like, wow, feeling myself. And I saw a lady that I believe she just started a week ago or so. She just went to the pool and started putting so much energy to do the 16 feet, to do everything. I was just noticing from where I was, I was like, wow. It took me 2 months to learn how to swim in a way to get into the 16 feet. And I was still scared where I was, but I was trying to be calm so that I won't sink. And this lady was putting so much effort from like trying to be there. I'm very certain she started a few days ago. And I smiled to myself. I said, this is the problem some of us are having in the country, in our life. We just come to social media, we come to the world. I will see somebody that have been there sowing seed for the past 4 years, 5 years, reaping the fruits of their labor, and you just started sowing the seed a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and you're already comparing yourself with someone that have done this thing for over 5 years, and you start being so hard on yourself. Why am I not growing? Why is this not happening to me? Before you know, you're dragging in that light, that energy, and you're seeing yourself being jealous. Instead of you to watch this person and learn, watch and ask questions, watch and ask, how can I collaborate? How did you get here? You are dying with jealousy, you are dying with depression. Why am I not doing this? And your own time is going, time is supposed to use and be sewing yourself. So literally, everybody have their time frame. Anybody that is posting a success news, oh, I got this job today. This person might have been applying 6 months ago. Oh, I got this application. Maybe this person have been rejected 4 years, but this person still stick to it. And you just saw one testimony and you're, wow, God is not good to me, or why is my own thing not working out? So this is just a message to you. Focus on your path. Focus on your own light. Write down your goals. Go to social media, learn, collaborate. Once you see that a part of you is now beginning to feel you're not doing much, you are beginning to be jealous, go leave social media. Go back and look at your book. Look at your own drawing. Like, okay, what is my own goal? Where I am now? Okay, this is what I need to do. Continue your journey. Everybody is on their own journey. You have your own time frame. So in this life, don't compare yourself with anybody. Somebody might be in their fruit period, and maybe your own time is to sow, and you're comparing yourself. Just learn. But in time, there's something you cannot deceive on this earth. There are times and seasons. There's time to sow and there's time to reap. So if you don't sow, don't expect to reap. And whatever you sow is what you reap. So this is our youthful age. This is the time we have. In the next few years, I might be occupied with my children, my family, my grandchildren. But now I don't have any child, I don't have any husband. So this is the time I can put the best of my youth. So as a youth, put in the best you can. This is your rightful age. This, even though you're not a youth listening to me, this is the time for you to be here. You've decided to develop yourself. Put in your best. It's surely going to pay off. Maybe it's not now, maybe to take years, but it will pay. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Eneh. You've spoken so beautifully well. And like I said before, I wish that this section would not end because the more questions I ask you, the more value that keeps on coming out from you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for all that you shared with us. And we hope to still have you on other sections. So this is what we call it a wrap on today's show. I will let you go for now. Thank you. All right. That was huge. I want to see the comment section on fire. I'm seeing a lot of people saying, I've learned this, I've learned that. This is the time to bring it on. If you know that you picked something, because there is no way you'll be on this show and you're not with your pen or your book or somewhere to jot down something. It's a waste of time. It's definitely a waste of time. So if you've been learning, if you've been getting value, if there's something that one of the guests have said that stood out for you, put it in that comment section. Put it now. Let me know because my joker right here is full. The more they say things that I am not familiar with, the more I put it in my joker. So right now it's full and I will not expose it, but I want to see your comments. Okay, somebody is dropping fire emoji. I want to know what exactly you learned. I know that it was fire, but tell us. Okay, Ugo Triple said, "This is my time and I'm giving it the best." Okay, that's awesome. It's good to know that at least somebody inspired you to want to give your best. Okay, I need more comments. I need more comment before we wrap up today. So let me just do a recap. A lot of they've said a lot of things, but I cannot tell you guys from the beginning. But if you're just joining us, we've had an awesome section with Eneh Messi and John Best, and we've been talking a lot about what they've done so far and their advice on certain questions. So one thing that stood out for me particularly is where they talked about when and the message said, serve and you start seeing your strengths. A lot of people have issues with serving. They just want to become the founder of this and that, the CEO of this. They don't want to be under anybody. And I sometimes I wonder why it's a problem, because how exactly do you want to thread so perfectly well in any field, but you don't want to learn what you need to what needs to be done? I don't understand where it's coming from. I know that Eneh mentioned something about learning, starting from a stage and then building yourself. But there's also the aspect of being under somebody. There's also the aspect of learning, being mentored. So as youth that we are, it is very, very important that we do not shy away, or we do not we keep our pride aside and learn from people who are doing what we're already doing. Okay, someone said something that collaboration is better than competition. It's much better for you to collaborate, much better for you to learn than for you to want to be fight so hard to be above somebody else. It's a waste of time, and you definitely go back to square one, because whatever, if knowledge doesn't sustain you, or if you did not grow through knowledge, you will definitely go down. You will definitely go down. There's knowledge that sustains you. So if you okay, I'm still seeing comments. Okay, all right. So if you're just joining us, you came late, but you can always rewatch. So thank you guys for staying through. Thank you for the comment. Thank you for the ginger. I hope that you're still going to share this live section and also tag other people that needs to hear this. Maybe they're not online at the moment, but do tag, do share, and keep your comment rolling. So till I come your way next week on Tuesday, have a nice day. Bye for now.